Hey everyone, so this might look like a normal standard firework cake or barrage. Now a cake or barrage is a firework where there's lots of individual tubes that send up effects. It's called a cake because it's basically lots of Roman candles all joined together to make a cake. Now traditionally when you fire a cake, you light a single fuse and each tube goes up one at a time, maybe every second or so, and so the firework lasts maybe 30 seconds or something like that. This is actually a dump cake. Now, what is a dump cake? How is it different? It looks exactly the same as a normal cake. But basically, when you light the fuse and it burns down, all these tubes fire pretty much instantaneously all together at once and gives a really big effect in the sky. So it does that by slightly different fusing inside. If we look at the internals of a normal cake, you can see the tubes. Each tube, here's one of them, has a way for a fuse to go in, like that, and a way for a fuse to come out. And so these are basically daisy chained together. So you light one, it ignites the first tube, burns the fuse out of the first tube and into the second tube and so on. And it uses fuse a bit like this. This is green fuse that burns at approximately a centimetre a second. So if you have a centimetre of fuse, it will take a second to burn. Some cakes can be slightly quicker than others. Some have multiple timings. Some cakes can be quite slow for part of it and then speed up towards the end. But for a dump cake, the internally linking fuses are fast fuse. Fast fuse burns a lot quicker than standard fuse. So they're all linked exactly the same, but using a slightly different type of fuse. So that when you light this main leader fuse and that burns down, nearly instantaneously, all these tubes then fire at once. So that's a dump cake. This one is a brand new one from Celtic called Dahlia Dump. And these are becoming quite popular in consumer fireworks. The downside is they're quite expensive for such a short effect, but quite often it's not the duration of the effect, but the actual impact that it has on the audience. And so if you can get a really good crowd-pleasing wow out of a cake that lasts 5 seconds versus a cake that's really slow and fires one shot every few seconds and the audience are bored, this is the way to go. So these are dump cakes, and here's a few examples of them. For more great firework content, please consider subscribing to my channel and enable notifications to be notified whenever I upload a new video or go live.